Good morning, beautiful. I hope that this finds you well rested, ready to begin your day. This is your daily tarot oracle, your daily insight on life and love for June 24th, 2022. Also being timeless, so wherever you're catching it in time, it might be relevant, or maybe not so much. But it's general collective. Don't force this to fit your life. You could kick it to the curb. But if you found your way across this, I don't know, hang out, see if this is relevant or at least entertaining. If you have questions about booking a private reading, life coaching, hypnosis, guided meditations, Reiki, so on and so forth, I have a lot of tools under my belt for healing. So go to the description, find my email address, raisingsivek2019@gmail.com. There's no spaces or punctuation. It's RAISINGSEVAK, and online it's raisingsivek.com. So that's on the social platforms. I know there's a ton of spam accounts, just be careful. So I just want to clear that up. Look at what we're looking at right here. Joss Stone, you had me. Go listen to this. This isn't even having to deal with necessarily even romance, because that song is about a breakup. But we're not doing that right now, are we? Oh, God, these Irish curls are off the hook. All right, so what's going on? So we have trust that has been jeopardized, and looks like lying and deceit has been a theme with somebody in your life right now. Do I think that you're the liar? No, but I do think that everybody has an ability to lie, but this just happens to not necessarily be about you. I think that you have to put somebody very much in their place. It's a blessing in disguise, really. So I see that you're standing up for yourself. You are dealing with somebody's lack of personal accountability and lies of omission. So I want you to be very careful about being gaslit during this confrontation. I feel like this person has an issue with confidence, has an issue with accountability, and also doesn't want to be seen as a bad guy in here. I see that it's a blessing in disguise, honestly, for you, because you are the Queen of Swords, somebody who's blunt, honest, and truthful, especially in this scenario. You're going to be very clear and direct and put somebody in their place. And it feels like you're giving up on somebody, and you're not. I don't feel like you are giving up on anybody. It's having somebody face whatever their fear is, because they've been avoiding this for quite some time, haven't they? There's a sense of isolation, lonely, not learning from the lessons, not even though you keep like stomping on your own feet. I'm saying the royal you, by the way, not you. They're not learning the lessons. So it's going to be isolating and lonely for them, because they're going to close off, they're going to be resentful. But honestly, they have to grow the F up. I see that they have to grow the effing F up, and they have to establish their own coin in this. This could be material possessions, this could be a change in life direction. But the tough love, or the tough lesson that you are orchestrating, is going to be putting an MFer in their place. I said what I said. So, I'm not done looking at these yet. I thought I was, but apparently not. So they're feeling hopeless. You're being like, look, listen, I'm going to strike out away from this, and I can't deal with the runaround that's been going on about this. I want an actual answer. Since you can't give me one, I'm going to find the answer on my own. I'm not going to trust what you are saying in this. And they're like, oh my God, wait, hold on. Now you've said enough, even in the absence of your words. Enough has been said. They're bullheaded and stubborn, but they're going to have to grow up on this one. They are growing. They do have a driven purpose, and I see that they're very protective energy. There's an element of earth around this, and there's the characteristics of a Taurus. Now, it doesn't mean that this is a Taurus. This could mean just somebody who is blatantly stubborn. But I feel the need to say this. So if it is a Taurus, have fun with that. My ex-husband was a Taurus. And I'm seeing that this bullheadedness on them is just a matter of fear. You have the Death card. Somebody is about to have an awakening, and it's a very rude awakening. I think that they really have to face the facts. So let's look at the angel therapy. I'm a big mental health advocate. I love the idea of everybody having counseling, therapy, coaching, yada, yada, yada. Manifesting power. Why does this person always put the circumstances in their life into other people's hands? This is something that they have to work with. The emotional sensitivity and integrity, workshops and seminars. So, what's coming out of this? I think the person that you are in connection with, who this is about, who's somehow affecting your life, I think that they are a very sensitive individual, and I think that they are on the wounded warrior aspect. And no, I'm not talking about those who are in service, because that is a whole different ballpark, and I have the utmost respect for them. And I mean, I have respect for this person too, but they're playing the wounded warrior card in their life. So the emotional sensitivity, I do feel like this is something that has been played off of you as well. And I think that they manifested having you in their life, and that you are a person of integrity. So if you are watching this video, chances are you're somebody who's done their spiritual awakening. You've done workshops, you've done seminars, you've done classes, you've done some coaching. I don't know. You've done something to work on your wholeness for yourself. You're a light worker. The thing is, this person is going through similar circumstances that you had gone through in the past. If not through physical example, it's through mental and emotional example on this. So, going to the Wisdom of the Oracle. God, I love this deck so much. I've had it for 4 years. I hope I never lose it. This is going to be tough, but it is a major blessing. This person and you, actually, I think this is actually you. You have to stop comparing where your life is in regard to where everyone else is. This hardship that you're going through with this person or these people in your life is a major blessing in disguise, because you tend to take the slack of very lazy people in your life. So why does this happen? Because you're a person of integrity. You are a rescuer, and people know a rescuer when they see one. And again, I don't think this person is outright malicious. I just see that this is somebody who's postponing their transition and having to break cycles, not wanting to do the work to break cycles in their life. They have a major gift as well as you do, but you taking on other people's lives is postponing your gift from coming to the surface. So what do you need to know? You focus on work right now. That's all you have to do. Focus on either your job, your career, or your one of your life purposes. But stop putting your focus on other people who are not part of, I guess, one of the purposes that you are here. You need to go out and get grounded, and you need to start healing your heart right now, because I feel this resentment building up in you. You've probably been highly agitated with everybody around you the last few days. If you can't get outside of circumstances, don't allow for it right now. I want you to go into a meditative state and create grounding in your mind by picturing yourself in your perfect environment. So this could be in the desert, this could be in the forest, this could be on the ocean, this could be in, I don't know, a Zen room. Anyway, so this is what's going on with you. What do you need to look out for? Because there is a storm brewing. There's a storm brewing. What the flippin' flap. Relationships of all kinds. So this is going to change all the dynamics of all the relationships in your life. So this unconditional joy, appreciate where things are right now for you. Be very careful about what you allow yourself to digest, not even physically. What are you absorbing from the people and the places around you? Are you feeling that negativity? Because I know for a fact people are projecting it. I don't know if you know this, but the world is kind of ticked off. So this is changing relationship dynamics. I think one of the similar words to this is enabling. All right. So I see that there's something that's going to be revealed. Somebody hasn't been able to let go of something in their life, even though they want to. They're ready, they're just being incredibly lazy. This is what you need to look out for. People who are talk and no action, and being held accountable will make Tweedledum right here absolutely aggravated and aggressive. So this is something that you want to make some sort of a commitment to in your life. I don't care what the dynamic is. We make commitments to our friends, we make commitments to family, to colleagues, to lovers, to everything out there. Everything that we interact with is an undefined or defined. Isn't always a defined commitment, but it's a commitment nonetheless, because you are choosing to interact with it, choosing to feed off the energy. So I see a revoked offer coming in. I'm gonna take this back until you know how to handle things. We're not gonna jeopardize somebody else over your freak out. You know what I'm saying? All right, so the King of Pentacles is taking away the message, and I see that this is actually going to cause a major sense of relief, because this feels like a huge weight on you. Awesome. There's going to be some setbacks, but I ultimately feel like you're gaining your freedom and that you'll grow, and that you actually might be exhausted. You won't have to be so strong, but I also see that you will discover how people putting all of their burden on you, or people who have been taking advantage of the situation with you, has kept you in hyper state of alertness. So what's got to heal from you? Stop being afraid of being alone. You are going to have to face your fear of potentially losing a lot of people who you surround yourself with, or feeling completely disconnected. There's this fear of isolation, being alone, being lonely, just all of that. It has to be realized. You are going to be put in the very scenarios that you keep avoiding, so that you can face it head on and get through it. When you face your fear, you develop a superpower, and you take away, I guess, the essence of the fear. When you are thrown into it, you have no other choice but to deal with it. You may want to shut down, you may want to run away, but Spirit is saying, no. Big fat no. No. Face it. I'm sick of you doing this to yourself. I'm sick of you putting yourself with these people. I'm sick of you putting yourself in the same perpetual situation and wondering why this is happening to you. Spirit is saying, you wonder why this is happening to you. You call out to us and say, hey, why does this keep happening? Listen, we're going to show you by making you the most ticked off person who's just done. And we're going to make this person be realized. And I feel like this is more than just a person in your life. I feel like this is an entire group of people that you're dealing with. Some of you have major issues with social groups. Some of you feel like you suddenly became the black sheep of the group. Now, I know that there's black sheeps of families, and that we discover that we sometimes have frenemies. I feel like this is an established group that you've been around, that you've been working with, interacting with, and very important connections in your life that have been taking advantage of this situation, and that you're seeing it now, and that you burnt yourself out. and you're taking back your life on this. You're not going to let them have the access to you. So this is awesome for you. I'm glad that you're, putting in the distance. Right. So why does this always, you already asked Spirit, why does this happen? Why does this have to happen? All right, well, fair enough. Why? Why does this have to happen to you? Not why does this always happen, but why now does this dissolve have to happen where it's all going to be pulled away in its own right? Because you keep trying to hang on to something that's been crumbling anyways. You say that you're ready for the next step. Spirit is going as you wish. And as you're getting ready for the next step, you're wondering why the walls around you are starting to crumble, while the materials that you are picking up off the ground, why is this starting to crumble? Relationships, reinforced either jobs or life paths and things that couldn't have gone wrong because you had morphed yourself into such a behavior. Suddenly it's going wrong, and Spirit's like, listen, you asked. This is why it's happening. You keep holding on to things that are stopping you from jumping into the next pool. Poised, you're ready to jump in. And in fact, where the heck is that deck? Not the deck, the booklet for it. Oh, my Merlin desk. Okay. All right, so 48. Listen to this. Okay, this 46. Oh no, we're doing the poised. Okay, so you got this. You can be assured that when you are ready, you can be assured that you are ready for anything right now. You know that you need to, and that your skills are sharp, and you've come to this place armed with wisdom and knowledge, and you have a sense of a new phase in your life about to begin. Look, let this end so that this can begin. You're ready to jump in. You have the tools. Stop lying to yourself. You're gaslighting yourself just like these people had done, and you're so frustrated with them. Stop denying yourself that you are ready to move on. So a lot is going to be crumbling. Flippin' let it. I know it's uncomfortable. I know it's like pulling teeth, but so help me God, there's a reason, and we're going to get to the reason in just a minute now. Listen. People respond to your confidence and trust you. This is an auspicious sign. Time to begin new things. So if we're looking at relationships, when you're confident and happy in your own skin, you are ready for deeper, more intimate relationships. You have nothing to prove right now. You are completely yourself and can handle anything. Love, friendships, harmonious new connections are all present or are incoming. You're ready to give and receive from the heart. This is a beautiful place to be. So you have every reason to feel confident. Everything you need to make your success concrete is now at your disposal. You can take action knowing you're ready to step into your power. I'm watching you, man. All right, and into your light, into your service to the world. The direction you're moving is in the direction of your destiny. Your soul is shining and smiling with joy as you align with this truth. You have to let this go because your destiny is calling you, and this is why it's something just nagging at you. And then while it's nagging, everything's going to crap. So this is complete mental burnout. So again, I can't tell you this enough. Let this all crumble, because destiny is about to backhand you if you do not get your stuff in gear. And destiny, knowing exactly where you're going, has no problem putting you in your place. Hello, Tower moment. All right, after you surrender to all of this funkiness that's going on, what are you gonna do? What's gonna be the outcome? Oh, look, we got the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Who knew? Who knew? Great, so now you're gonna be dealing with imposter syndrome, thinking that you won't be able to use it. Why? You're getting what you want. Why are you suddenly so insecure? Knock it off. What is this leading to? It's insecurity. Like, nobody's gonna like me. Listen, you're gonna stomp on your own foot. Stop it. The Wheel of Fortune is in reverse, but it's only in reverse for a short period of time. I know that there's gonna be a setback, that you're gonna be insecure, but you've gotta get over that insecurity. The cogs of your life are getting into motion. So this You think that you're not ready for a journey. You're going to self-sabotage if you aren't careful. You're going to stay stuck. Make a move. How are they going to do this? All right. Ooh, crap. Monkey toes. All right, so we have this. You're gonna have to let some people go. There are some people who are leeching off of you, eating away at your confidence. You don't have to ghost them and say goodbye forever, but stop giving them space in your life. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna be held back by people and being afraid of upsetting them. You know what? You're all a bunch of grown-ups. We're all a bunch of grown-ups. We're gonna have to make those tough decisions, and I'm not berating you, but don't let somebody play off of your guilt. It's keeping you stuck. It kept you stuck in the past. You're ready for this. Don't let somebody undermine your own authority. This is a horrible boundary, and it's gonna cause you to burst. Get used to them being upset when you let them go and experiencing that hardship. You have all the excitement built up and ready to begin with this. Let this happen. Let the disassociation happen. Let the image be potentially spoiled about what was, so that you can actually have a new beginning that is a lot more fruitful, a lot more loyal, a lot more abundant, material, even money. Get ready for a big move and shift in your life. This is going to be ridiculous. People are going to play off of your fears, your insecurities, off your guilt. Call it out when it's happening. You know when it's happening. Giving them this view of, hey, this hurts, you're hurting me, is not enough. Call it out and draw the line. You have your destiny waiting for you. I know this is uncomfortable, but they don't get to hold it against you. You have a life to live. I really hope that this made sense. If you have questions about booking a private reading, again, reach out. And on the social platforms, it's Raising Savak. TikTok, it's Raising Savak LLC, which I really should change it at this point just to keep consistent. So, RAISINGSEVAK. I'll talk to you soon, and until next time, stay safe, have fun, and know that you're greatly loved and appreciated. Go flip and get this. Go have this happen now. Bye. So it looks like there's been some sort of a stress about materialism, money, or abundance in your life, but I really just want to go towards something that is probably a little bit more on the financial side with this. So what I'm seeing right here is there's been a concern of either where it's coming from, where it's going to, where has there been a bleed in the money. So this is saying this is going with the ebb and flow. Everything works in some sort of cycle. So whatever stress you've been having about it, well, there's a method through it. However, you getting anxious, upset about it, even potentially freaking out about it, all that's going to do is make your situation even more stressful. What I saw in here before I had pulled these out was a new partner. So I don't think that it's going to be a sugar mama or daddy coming in to save you, although that'd be awesome. This is more along the lines of either some sort of opportunity, new opportunity, or some sort of person who's going to be coming in not to help remedy it, like they're not, again, not a sugar mama, sugar daddy, but there's a problem here that somebody knows how to solve. You might be getting unexpected and maybe unsolicited advice. I know it seems completely out of pocket for whoever this is coming from, but it's just a little bit of advice, a seed planted that's meant to take your mind off this and give you a new perspective on it. It's meant to take the stress off of this so that the block to whatever the flow of abundance is starts to dissolve, and you actually start to feel like you can join in on life again. The Cupid is talking about opening the heart chakra and the heart center with this, but also I feel like solar plexus chakra has to be dealing with this too. This is dealing with nerves and anxiety, but also the sense of worthiness in the heart seems to be coming to mind as I'm talking to you about this. In general, there's nothing to worry about. This is going to be water under the bridge soon, and this will be taken care of. No, you're not going to be destitute. There is something that is going to allow you to have an opportunity to step up. So I know it seems pretty bleak right now. There is a solution. You will take care of it. And this is going to be resolved rather soon. So if this made sense, awesome. If this is still feeding off of anxiety with you, I'm so sorry. It's not the intention of it. But there is a solution to whatever it is that you are dealing with right now. So I hope that you find it soon. And yeah, hope this turns out well. It looks like it's going to turn out well, but I genuinely hope it does turn out well for you. Seems like the reality of the situation is that there is a ton of setbacks that are happening, but it is a major learning opportunity and a major opportunity to start something new. So it's kind of two things in one right there. So that's what I'm seeing currently. You have to be very clear about what it is that you actually want to move forward to and what it is that you actually want. Any sense of delegating responsibility to another, letting somebody make you indecisive, is going to cause even more trouble in your life. You're going to repeat those patterns and cycles, and you don't need to be there again. This is saying that there's a reconciliation and a reunion and a reaffirmation of some sort of an offer, an emotional offer. This could be a relationship from the past or some sort of reconciliation of relationship. Don't do it. This is saying be very careful about it. It looks like it's beautiful, it looks like it's changed, but so quickly are you going to realize that it is the same flipping thing that you had walked away from. You need to allow yourself to be disconnected and alone right now. You need to allow yourself to detach from Tweedledum right here. So look, the truth is there's heartache in this, and you need to set yourself out, not for more heartache, but for actually just having more in your life. Again, not a heartache. I do feel like you will be detaching and having a final break with somebody in your life. Don't let yourself be gaslit into reconciliation with somebody who you know is absolutely without question bad for you. It's all built off of false promises, and you will be very quickly back in the same spot which you were begging to get out of. Don't want that for you. The best foot forward for you is to disconnect from this, get off the place of indecision, because the indecision is only going to cause even more chaos, because it's like passive compliance towards this. And I do feel like it's time for introspection and alone, and I think that you'll actually really thrive there. In fact, let me pull a card. After you have detached and you have spent some time alone, what the hecking heck is, oh, look at that. Babe, you are gonna be thriving, and I love it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. Healing, flipping awesome. So you're gonna start something new, you're gonna get focused, you're gonna get direct, and it feels very empowering for you, both mentally and physically. I feel like you're getting your swing back. I'm stupid excited for you. This is gonna not only fill your pocket, it's gonna fill your soul, and sometimes your tummy. Anyways, I hope that this finds you well. Don't go back to a place where you know it's not good for you. Don't let yourself be talked into the very pain that you got away from. I hope this made sense. Bye. Take two. I got interrupted by a very important call. Legal stuff. Love it. Anyway, so what's going on here is, okay, it's time for you to reward yourself. I'm not saying do anything impulsive. What I'm saying is there has been a hobby of yours that is something that you should probably investigate with yourself. So what I see right here is there's something that you've been building on. It is a form of expression. It is some sort of artistic medium. But this could even be in speaking with you. So it could be any way of which you express yourself. And I see that this is something that more as time goes on, you're entertaining. This is not a time to be impulsive in your life. This is not a time to be impulsive and take the wrong move. This is more of reward where you stand. This is part of your life purpose, and there's something that you need to move on to. And I see that you need to assert yourself in moving on to this, because I feel like it's not a point of going back, but defending why you're moving forward is something that you're going to kind of need to just assert yourself with anybody. I feel like there's questions for you. State your case to it. So it feels like it's something that should be building your confidence. This is something that should be building your sense of self. And I do see a sense of very in-depth purpose, fulfillment for you. I feel like a sense of freedom coming in, and I feel like you can't waste any more time. Your life doesn't need to be wasted in doing things that don't make your soul come alive. And oh my God, look at this. Okay, so this little angel right here looks like it's rolling its eyes at this wise man who's writing the story of their life. And all these angels are backing it up. Very beautiful, feminine energy coming in as a support to this. And it's very youthful. So I think that this isn't about what you can gain from it, rather than a soul that's kind of being expressed. That is the ultimate fulfillment in here. So whatever you can spend your free time in doing, this is going to be very therapeutic for you. And I want to see what this is. So if you're an artist, definitely start putting it out there. I don't care if it's a word artist, visual, sound, and there's so many mediums of art. Go for it. So I see that you're giving up on something that you had defended for a long time in your life. You're on a new cycle, and whatever it is that you're letting go of, it seems like it's impulsive, it's aggressive, and it's angry, and it's lacking complete confidence. You have a choice that you need to make. You have very big decisions that you need to make with your life, and that's going to affect the rest of your life. So look at what you've been dealing with. You felt like you weren't protected, like you couldn't be vulnerable, like nobody was looking out for you. And whatever it is that you were dealing with was ungrounded, overly bullheaded, and would not grow. This is something that was overly watching and observant and obsessive. And it seems like what I'm seeing in this is feeling like nobody had your back. And here you are, thriving, beautiful, and independent, realizing how much of this emotional manipulation was just to keep up appearances in your life. There was a major commitment that was going on, and a major commitment that you need to make for yourself. It's now time for you to commit to yourself and strike out on an entirely new life path. The anxiety is from whatever it is that you're detaching from. You have full awareness of whoever this person is. This is very toxic behavior. You have major anxiety about releasing them, but it's the very thing that you need to do, because this is something that can't ride on your coattails. You have another place that you have to go towards. Staying where you are right now, or staying in the past, and I think that that's where you are currently living in the past. There you go, cleared that up. Is going to have surely a sense of manipulation and failure, and feeling super exposed. Now, like, I'm gonna expose you, not that, but just like there's nothing for you to, protect yourself with. Does that make sense? So you are going to have the victory. You have a million people that are really rooting for you, whether it's on the other side or here. But you have to be very clear on the decision that you're making. Lots of 2s in this and lots of 5s. So I'm looking at this even as a 2 and a 5, and we have the 2s and the 5s in the beginning. So you have to make a very clear, definitive decision. Yes, this is going to change your life. Yes, the choice that you are making is going to lead to victory. And yes, this is going to be a completely new start after all this change. Your heart is going to be made new again. Your desire for life is going to be present. Your sense of security is going to be unmatchable. And you are paving the way for others in this. So I'm incredibly excited. The commitment has to be to you. Let me know how this works out. So it looks like your intuitive senses are opening up, and flippin' fabulous. I'm stupid excited for you. Yes, you do have a wonderful connection to Source. We all do, but you're actually working on yours right now. You've been getting messages to deliver to somebody. So I don't know who this would be to you, but I want you to trust that you are getting a message and see if the person that this is for would be willing to receive the message. You're working on building your intuitive talent right now, and that's going to come with practice. I know that it comes natural, but this is like a muscle that you need to work. So if you've been getting some sort of a message, what have you been getting and who is this for? I want you to trust that you're not absolutely crazy and have faith that, you know, maybe there is something more to the intuitive side of you. Again, I feel like you already know that there's more to the intuitive side, but you haven't been working the psychic muscle. So this could be any one of the clairs opening up on you. I want you to practice sharing this message. So this is going to be a lifelong building for you. I want you to find a mentor. I want you to start trying this with even little things for yourself. You'll be surprised. It's this very natural feeling inside. If it feels forced, then it's not probably going to be the message. But if this is something that has been nagging at you and you feel like this is, again, if you don't give this message, it's going to keep nagging at you. It's going to come about in different ways. I want you to pay attention to what your intuitive faculties are that are opening up. And there's mentors all over the place. I know a bunch of them. And well, make the connection. I'm very excited for you. I know that this is kind of nerve-wracking, especially when you're starting, and especially if you had this when you were younger and then you had to turn it off because of whatever the conditionings of your environment were, or if you were afraid of your own gift and talent. But now it's coming up to be resurrected with you. And yes, I know that there's human error in things, but this is going to be a very important tool for you. And it's very real. So I want to know how this turns out for you. And start trusting yourself that you actually have the integrity to do this, please. Congrats. Congrats on your gift waking up, or reawakening back up. You're ready for the next step. You're ready for the next step. You're ready for the next step. Spirit is screaming in your face. It doesn't know how louder it can get, but oh my God, have the signs been blatant right in front of you. And Spirit is almost exasperated. And Spirit doesn't get like that. So it's kind of funny in a sense. You're ready. You got to be less rigid with yourself. This is talking about not micromanaging. So you have to put yourself in the flow state. Where are you blocking the flow? How are you blocking the messages? How are you seeing them and completely dismissing them? Cognitive dissonance. There you go. Be honest with yourself. Where have you micromanaged out of fear? Why was this holding you back? Why did this have to be a thing? What is it that you're moving towards? Well, let's look. I'm feeling pulled to the same deck. You have an opportunity that's opening up to you. You have a new door that's opening up to you. It's a new door. This isn't something from the past. This is absolutely without question new. So what is it? Okay. God flippin' dang it. Jiminy Jellikers. Okay, so the building blocks in reverse. What are the cracks in your foundation with this? Why can't you believe and trust yourself and give yourself more wiggle room to work with this? You have a very important gift that is coming alive in you right now. I don't care if it's spiritual or if you're going to be a math genius or I don't care if you're collecting the best stamp collection on the planet. You have a very cool gift that's coming awake right now. And Spirit is telling you, you got to embrace this and you got to work at the cracks in your foundation so that this can really blossom. You have to figure out how to be adaptable. There you go. What else? The breathe. Procrastination is one of the biggest forms of self-sabotage, but this is also speaking about the anxiety. You know that you have to make a move, but you feel so alone in doing it. Okay, well, you have to make this decision alone, and I get it. It's so tiring having to do everything alone. When is the support going to come in for these situations? And, you know, sometimes it's not even about hearing the support. It's just having somebody there just unload and just relax near, or somebody who just hears you and understands. So So the deep knowing is knowing that this is not avoidable and that this is going to cause a lot of discomfort in your life, and it is still going to be fate. You have a lot of cycles that you have to break so that you can do this, but you don't want it. That's why the micromanaging is coming up, and Spirit is saying clean the F up. You're approaching the fork in the road right now. You have only a little bit of wiggle room left. You don't think that you're ready for this new life, but you don't even know how you've already been on the course for it. So if you don't start cleaning out what it is that you need to clean out and working on that foundation of yours, when it comes time, it's still going to be done, but my God, is it going to be even more intense. Final card for this. Stop comparing where your life should be to others and what you should be doing compared to others. You're not living that life. You're living your own magical and freaking amazing life. So you wanna know what? No excuses. Let this expand and unfold like nobody's watching, because so help me God, that's where the magic is gonna be happening for you. Again, very cool gift opening up. You know this has to happen. You know this has to happen for you. So let's do this. I'm excited.